got the schedule.
For what? For work?
Yeah. I am... Well, I'm not going to say my schedule. Why can't anybody spell my name? It is not a hard name.
Well, you just switched... Management just switched out, right? There's an excuse for
I've
it.
literally written my name on pieces of paper that she has seen so many times. It is not that difficult.
Whatever you say. You know what is difficult? Remembering to read Ansem reports. Crystal orb, pretty orb, sparkles brightly when held up to the sun. But yeah, no matter, like, even though we're not near the tower, the little orb was modeled for that scene on the tower, so I like, perpetually has a reflection of the clock tower in it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool
It's kind of neat. Anyway, and we have exciting stuff to read, Aidan. Are you ready?
Great.
Okay. I have made a grave mistake. My study of the darkness of the heart began with a simple psychological test and quickly snowballed. Spurred on by my youngest apprentice, Ienzo, I constructed a massive laboratory in the basement of my castle. Unbeknownst to me, my 6 apprentices then began collecting a large number of subjects on which to perform dangerous experiments into the darkness of the heart.
Oh.
I just want to say for the record, if at any point you wish for me to stop or to make a comment, you feel free to go right ahead. As soon as I found out, I called my apprentices together and ordered them not only to cease their studies, but to destroy the results of their research thus far. What on earth was happening within the hearts of my 6 beloved apprentices? While pursuing the mystery of the darkness of the heart, could they themselves have strayed into its depths? Yet I remain the most foolish of all, for having begun these experiments. Well, this seems a little bit out of character.
Like I said, why are we trying to recharacterize an existing character that could have just stayed dead? Just why are we redoing a character that honestly was pretty much fine?
Yet I remain the most foolish of all for having begun these experiments. We are not meant to interfere in the depths of another's heart, no matter what our reasons for doing so. And my error plunged me into despair.
You mean death.
A visitor from another world soothed my dejected soul. A tiny king named Mickey came wielding a legendary key, the infamous Keyblade, said to bring both chaos and prosperity to the world. He was very knowledgeable on many topics, and we deepened our friendship as we conversed companionably. Upon his advice, I decided to review the data obtained in my basement lab. Are you ready? That is when I discovered the Ansem reports. Though they bore my name, the only one I had written was number 0. That's technically number 1. It's just a translation error. Number 1 from the original game. Apparently, he had gone on to pen numbers 1 through 8 himself. Yes, the first subject in my foolish experiments.
Myself.
No, not myself. What are you getting from this, Aidan? What information have you received in your brain there?
That there's 2 Ansems. There was 2 Ansems.
That there was the Ansem that we know, who was evil, and wrote a bunch of evil reports and did a bunch of evil things, the guy we knew in the first game. And there's another guy who was apparently the master of a bunch of apprentices or whatever. And he says he discovered the Ansem reports written by he, so he knows who wrote it, and he says they bore his name. So whoever this other person is, who wrote these other reports, the gentleman that we know from Kingdom Hearts 1, is not Ansem.
That's why Ansem still has his hood on sometimes.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe. Mysteries. You're in it for the long haul now, Aidan.
I don't think I'm gonna, we need to just do this sometimes for fun. Like, after we finish, what we're doing for the channel, we also should just play this for fun sometimes, because I don't want to wait on you and Joey, because you and I can meet much more frequently.
Well, you don't have to wait too long, because we have a lot of shot right now where you can kind of, watch a little bit. But,
okay.
And I do promise you, Aidan, I swear this, and this is not me lying, I swear this game gets better. I swear
I know, as standoffish and stuff as I'm acting right now, I know that you say this is one of your, this is your favorite Kingdom Hearts game.
No. Kingdom Hearts 1 is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game.
You said you stand up and, clap at every time you
I said the ending is freaking fantastic, is what I said.
I thought you said this one was your favorite.
No. What I said is that,
that makes more sense then, because I was like, this one is garbage, why does he love this one?
No. I said, one of the things that I prefaced the playthrough with Joey with was, because I complain a lot. Because I have 50 pages of notes or whatever, one of the things I preface it with, because I know people love this game, was no matter how deep my complaints get, know that I will end this playthrough singing this game's praises, because I think that this game ends spectacularly, and some good stuff happens on the way too. Trust me, you'll enjoy this. I think. I mean, I can't be sure. Maybe you'll hate it.
You stink.
Who stinks?
You just really stink.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Hey there.
Sora, show some respect.
That's not very Japanese of you, Sora. Gomenasai.
So, you are Sora. Now then, have you seen the king yet?
Yes, we did, Master. But we didn't get a chance to talk to him.
He wouldn't even look at us.
The king has been quite busy of late.
Too busy for some FaceTime.
Therefore,
Get it?
it would seem that the task of
Oh, sorry.
instructing you three
There we go.
falls
Bam.
on
Nailed it.
mine.
Comedy.
You have a perilous journey ahead of you. You must be well prepared.
Okie
You
dokie.
mean we have to go on another quest?
When do you not, Sora? Think
I was
about
looking
it.
forward to finding my friend Riku, so we could go back to the islands.
Yes, I know. However,
Too bad.
in your journey,
What's up?
What's up with his eyes?
That's how his eyes look.
Whether you will find your way home to the islands, whether you will return alone or with your friend, and whether or not the islands will still be there.
Dun dun dun.
And the key that connects
His
them all
eyebrows are really angry,
is you,
really
Sora.
bushy.
Well, I mean, he spends most of the Sorcerer's Apprentice short angry.
The key?
Yes, Sora. You know this thing. Pick up the pace. Let's go, cutscene. Come on. Come on.
Chosen wielder of the Keyblade. You are the key that will open the door to light.
That's so weird. I heard that in a dream that I had a year ago. Could you tell me what it means? I feel like I keep hearing it. It must be important information.
Why are his pupils so small?
That's how that's how they drew him. That's how they drew the man. He has never undergone a redesign. Because he's never been used in anything else.
Contains valuable knowledge you will need for your journey.
Lies.
Study it carefully.
Are we ever given valuable information? Ever?
Once you have finished, we will speak with the enemies you will surely come.
So you see, Aidan, actually, we are going to get valuable information in just a minute here.
Wow.
Like, I actually, like, made fun of, like, well, I joked to Joey, this next scene is actually the scene, next where we talk to to Jensen over here, he's going to tell us what nobodies are.
Ooh.
But I'm going to hold you hostage, and we're going to read this book first. So this is the book that contains important information.
The
Jensen says to be
beginning.
sure to study it.
Each journey gives rise to chance encounters, and each encounter brings forth a farewell. When a farewell leads to a journey, the worlds open their hearts. There are those chosen by the light and those ensnared by darkness, friends who share the same bonds, though their paths may differ. When you doubt the path trod thus far, when the hand you held is lost to you, gaze anew at the heart that once was, for all the answers are within.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Alright, pick up the pace, let's go. Interlude.
Read this one carefully.
Interlude. A long dream, a sad farewell hanging in the air in that world between. What is reality? What is illusion? The path chosen by the young boy leads to his memories. When caught in the stream of the days and nights going past, gaze anew at your steps, for there all confusion will end. What?
That wasn't the one that I wanted you to read carefully. My bad, actually. But for there all confusion will end is pretty good, right? Yeah. So if you haven't caught on,
look at your feet.
These are
They'll tell you what you need to know.
These are recaps, quotation marks, of Kingdom Hearts 1, the beginning, and interlude Chain of Memories. That was a recap of Chain of Memories, Aidan.
What?
That was a recap of Chain of Memories in Kingdom Hearts 1.
So dumb.
The future story, Aidan. Take it away.
Will the day come when this battle, born of confusion, will end? It is different things to different people.
No. That last sentence is pretty great, right? That last sentence is pretty great. But this next one is going to knock your socks right off.
Can the reality be that which is hidden? The reason is mere existence. Still memories can be believed.
The reason is mere existence. I love it. I love it.
I hate you.
I love it. Like, we
Hey,
joked...
Aidan, I'm doing this playthrough with a friend of mine. You should watch it sometime. But watch it with me and take 3 months. Now play this game with me. Oh no, don't be frustrated, Aidan. Don't be frustrated at this game.
We've joked about, like, that poetry at the beginning of any of these games, being like Joey was like, I'm gonna make that my Facebook status. I'm like...
The reason is mere existence is the most, like, DeviantArt, MySpace, Gaia Online, like...
I forgot about Gaia.
I forgot about it too until just now, and I was like, that's what somebody writes on their profile right there. The reason is mere existence. Be not afraid, and trust your body to the soothing waves of your memories. By and by, your fleeting rest will be over, and everything will begin. Was not fleeting. We were asleep for a year. Kyrie got way older, and we left her alone for the entire time. Book contains important knowledge. Shut up, you lying hack fraud.
But wait a sec. How come the Heartless are still running around?
Good question, Zora. Let's tell us some
Past
things.
endeavors did prevent an immense effusion of Heartless from the Great Darkness. Make no mistake about that.
This guy's so generic. I already know how
The
to
Heartless
exactly
are
do this.
darkness made real, and darkness yet lingers in every
We were never gonna kill all the Heartless. That was never what the
No.
mission was last time.
But while darkness exists in a single heart, it will be difficult to eliminate them.
Plus, they just spawn freely in the realm of darkness.
That
So, like,
must mean if everybody's heart was full of light, them heartless would go away.
not really, because there's still the realm of darkness. So Yensid nodding there is incorrect, but whatever.
It is time to speak of the enemies that you will encounter.
But the darkness in people's hearts.
The enemies we will encounter, Aidan, are you ready? I knew it! I knew he was a rat all along!
If one such as you, Donald, yields to the darkness in their heart, they too will become a Heartless.
Except they would become an emblem Heartless, but whatever. I think. I don't know. The rules are weird.
The Heartless are always lurking and
I thought that was just the ones that Ansem created.
Well, but think about it. He would have had to kill literally thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Valid.
Because, like, we fight a dozen Emblem Heartless in a single fight.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's more that, like, one Emblem Heartless probably equates to a single murdered person, and that created the breed.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
It's not like, I mean, to be fair, it's like, this is the kind of area where it's, you know, gameplay has to happen, and it doesn't have to make perfect sense within the lore. You know, so that kind of thing, like, I'm not too concerned about.
Yeah.
But, you know, that is, I figure if you wanted a lore explanation, it would probably be every breed of Emblem Heartless correlates to a single experiment conducted by Ansem.
Okay.
So probably at least one dead person
Never
to
let
each of
your
them,
guard down.
would be my guess.
Now then,
Though, as more Emblem Heartless are added to the series, that becomes increasingly ridiculous, but, you know, whatever. Again, like, that's why like,
Yeah.
canonicity of that kind of thing isn't that important, because things have to be video game.
Yeah. See, they're both on the same screen. That's why I was saying that's the common one, that's the
with
common
a
one.
strong heart and will, be they evil or good, becomes a Heartless. The empty shell they leave behind begins to act with a will of its own. An empty vessel whose heart has been stolen away. A
Dances.
spirit that goes on even as its body fades from existence. For you see, no bodies do not truly exist at all. No bodies may seem to have feelings, but this is a ruse. They only pretend to have hearts.
So Nominee doesn't have a heart.
Not be deceived.
That sucks.
Nobodies. They don't exist.
So the basic, yeah, thanks, Sora, for reading that line. You exhaled a little bit there in a laughing manner. So nobody's, if you didn't quite understand the definition, if somebody turns into a Heartless, that heart is basically, the Heartless is a heart, you know? Except for the ones that are just pure darkness manifested in the Dark Realm, a Heartless is ironically actually a heart. It just goes around and tries to eat more hearts. But if you have, like, if you're like, hey, I'm a big badass, have a lot of willpower or whatever, then your body stays behind afterwards and still has a brain inside of it and can continue to act.
And that's what the nobodies are.
Yes. Now, only ones that are mega uber badasses keep their exact human form and look like, you know, an Axel or Marluxia or whatever else. A lot of them just look like these guys that we're seeing here.
Okay.
Now then, the being you see before you is known as a dusk. They are the most common form
A
of
dark
nobody.
husk. Dusk.
There are others.
Good job, Aidan. You cracked the code.
Some with frightening
Not because we are in
powers.
Twilight Town,
Be vigilant.
also known as Dusk.
On your journey, you will meet an alarming number of dusks. They
Thanks.
will
Not really.
attempt to do you harm.
Alarming is not the word I would use to describe the quantity of dusks we'll be fighting.
Still, they are nothing but empty shells destined to return to darkness.
The Heartless are definitely like the main grunts we fight in this game. The nobodies usually only show up at like particular points in the story or in specific locations. You're usually fighting Heartless in this game. Oh no, we're scared of these illusions.
We fought a bunch.
Beings
Well, they don't remember
you
that.
see before you now are different. These powerful nobodies have formed a group called Organization 13. It commands the lesser nobodies.
Great.
Organization 13.
Never heard of it? Not got nothing, Donald? Alright, whatever.
Heartless act on instinct. Nobodies function in a higher manner. They can think and plan. And it seems they are working towards a goal.
Great.
What that goal is, we do not know.
Why would you?
The king sensed the danger and journeyed forth to fight it. He found the Dark Realm's Keyblade and with it closed the door.
What about Riku, though?
Now
He's not
traveling
important.
from world to world, fighting
I mean, he's a little bit.
Heartless as he seeks the answer to the riddle of the nobodies and Organization 13.
Great.
Then I guess we better go find the king first.
What about Riku?
Well, we won't know till we look.
What about you
Yeah,
do, bro?
And the king must know where Riku is.
All right, there you
because
go.
The two of them were together in the realm of darkness when we closed the door. You know, after defeating Ansem.
You know.
So,
You remember these exciting
before
events.
you go, you will need more suitable traveling clothes.
Thank you for caring about our fashion.
Those look a bit too small for you.
Somebody said it. Finally.
Through there, you'll find 3 good fairies. If you ask, they'll create for you appropriate
garments.
Gorge, Sora, you sure are growing fast.
I guess.
Except we were in there for a year.
Well, they don't know how long they've been out
Still?
for. Has anybody said you were out for a year yet?
Yeah, I guess not.
Have they seen Kairi or Riku yet?
No.
Mickey looks the same as he always does.
Because he's already full grown. He's a mouse. He didn't get real big.
Exactly, that's my point. They got no point of comparison for anything except for Sora.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, I will,
I guess dogs and ducks don't grow facial hair, and Sora's not really old enough to yet, so.
he's like 15. He could get a little bit of stubble, maybe.
He's. Yeah. And 15?
I don't know. Some guys do.
I am not a guy, so I.
I'm
would
just
not know.
saying. Some guys do. I don't think I. No, at 15, I had to shave a little bit. I mean, like it was not because I was growing a lot of facial
Guys,
hair.
Riku and the king. I don't care who this organization is or what it's planning.
But we're gonna take
5
these
of us,
fairies
I mean,
out.
6 of us. There's nothing to worry about.
6.
right?
Who's 6? Who's 6? Sora, who's 6? Sora, Donald, Goofy, the King, and Riku. I assume that maybe that was a flub referring to Roxas, and that was like a subconscious thing. That's my best guess as to what that 6 thing was. I honestly don't know though.
Nominate maybe. Nominate's on his side. You
I
gotta think.
don't
You gotta
think-
think Nominate. That would be okay because we gotta think Nominate in the journal. So obviously she's helping us out. You know.
The one thing I had a much longer conversation about it with Joey, and I'm not going to talk about it for that long here. But I will point out that we're now 4 hours in, and we were just told the basics of the plot of Organization 13 is up to something. But we were told something. Even Yensid is like, they're working towards a goal, but what is the goal? I'm just saying, within this amount of time in Kingdom Hearts 1, not only do we have we had the goal of gotta build a raft and leave the island initially. Very quickly introduced, worlds are blowing up. That's a problem.
Understatement of the year.
Shortly thereafter, we get to Traverse Town and they go, you have a special weapon, you've got to go deal with the world blowing up stuff.
You're chosen.
And then you get a flashaway to see Maleficent and her goons going, Sora, he's a jobber. You know, it's just Come on, folks. Narrative. You can do it. You can get it. You can get it done. Yeah, go ahead and change my clothes, please. There's no reaction from you for the 3 good fairies, I noticed. I mean, it was because I was talking about other stuff, but, are you just that dead inside at this point?
Donald and Goofy.
I don't know. I just Sleeping Beauty was never for real my favorite.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's just like,
I'll do the design.
It's got a great villain. It's got some decent art design.
Make it pink. Make it blue.
No, that will never do.
Yeah. Okay. This will be cute.
Oh, now, dears.
But don't you like this better?
Aren't you gonna deal with the fact that you're literally just recoloring and not changing the fact that it's still too small on him?
Look, we have to prioritize, okay?
Blue.
Now, this is how you let Maleficent know where you were last time, was doing the... Yeah, it's exactly the same! It is exactly the same!
Would you just decide?
What is this?
But Maleficent's dead, Aidan. Don't worry about it.
Together now, dears. And
The
no
crow's probably
more
working for
squabbling.
Pete or something.
Oh my.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh yes, he does look very dashing.
Serious boy.
Now those aren't ordinary garments.
They're gonna
Magic.
they are. There's some you have you can do Super Saiyan like fusion dance stuff. You have other forms you can go into basically. The first one you get is a Valor form, which they're gonna demonstrate here in this cutscene for us, where Whammo, different costume, and he gets 2 keyblades at a time. He can't use magic, but he's got cool new combos. There's another one later that's very focused
I've
on
been
magic.
shaking
and that
this
type of
leg
thing.
so much that I can feel this muscle right here twitching, even when I'm not moving it.
You gotta calm down a little bit.
You tired, BB?
Garments also have other powers, but you'll have to discover what they are as you continue on your journey.
I do honestly I like Sora's KH2 costume
There's something else.
better in terms of just straight up, just normal design. Like, I think it's a better costume. He looks less like a clown, like a child.
Amen.
Because he's got like a red onesie on underneath his like vest. But I think that while this costume looks way better on the character, the KH1 costume had a better color palette for mingling with Disney characters.
Yes.
He looks really in place when you're talking with any of the characters in KH1, whereas in this game he'll look way more like, how did that anime boy get in this Disney movie? Whereas in the first game I felt like the coloration on him and Riku, like, they all fit fairly well. We're gonna skip this cutscene because who cares? It's another mechanical thing that I don't care about showing to you.
That's fine.
You can see it when you watch the Joey and I play it.
Because I'm gonna have to wait for that, is what that face means.
What? No. More like, man, you're gonna get a kick out of it.
Oh, okay.
No, Joey shares much of your frustration, is all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wave me over with 2 fingers. Thanks. Hey, it's our gummy ship.
I told you, the fun times are back, baby!
It's the gummy ship.
Happy times are here
Jump
to
through
stay.
the crescent. It's fine. There's no glass there.
There probably isn't.
So you guys ready to go?
Why did you have to open your mouths to do that?
Because they're Japanese characters.
Just a moment. Because of your previous endeavors, the worlds have returned to their original state.
Meaning that we can't go between them anymore?
That means the pathways between them have disappeared.
Cool.
How do we get around?
Do not fear. If what the king suspected proves true,
They're reopened. Just
worlds
kidding.
have prepared new pathways along which you may travel. These
Then why do you
pathways
care?
are utilized by unlocking special gates.
With cards. We're combining the 2 gameplay systems.
I'm afraid I However, the Keyblade will serve as your guide.
We're combining the 2 games into this. How?
Gummy ship. Though the worlds may seem
That was a zinger.
they nonetheless remain connected by invisible
Do you think I'm frustrated at all?
hearts.
That was a zinger.
That is correct. But be warned. As you proceed, the Heartless and the Nobodies will be using their own paths. Corridors of darkness.
You remember those, the portals that we talked about in Chain of Memories.
At some point, like, real talk, I want to watch these scenes without his dialogue, like, turn the volume down, and see how close I can get to his, because it's just such a generic...
Unfortunately, can't turn off subtitles, but we could, like, give it a shot.
Well, no, the subtitles I want to read
so you
his
can get the
lines.
pace.
But, like, just, I promise you, I could do the same inflection and the same pace, and just, like...
Okay, let's get going.
Like, give me the first couple lines, and I'm good to go.
Sure do appreciate the help.
No, I gotta tell you right now, honestly. Like, I don't hate Yensid. Like,
I hate him.
I think he's got a good design and whatnot. I have come to hate this room over the course of this series, because this becomes the exposition room, and I mean, the actor never really picks up the pace of, like, you know, making himself interesting, or picks up a Yoda speech pattern or whatever, so you kind of gotta deal with the same crap going forward. What is that?
It's Maleficent's cloak.
Uh-oh. It's just a cloak can't hurt anybody. A cloak never hurt anybody.
Haven't we seen this somewhere before?
Yeah, you have.
Yes, dear.
On your rival.
Wonder whose it was.
On your arch enemy.
Maleficent. No, we mustn't remember her name. Oh dear. She was a mean old witch.
Stop thinking about her!
The memories are coming back. What'll we do? Oh, what'll we do?
Great. See, I know nothing about this game, and I just frickin' called it.
Perhaps we should tell Master Yensid.
Wouldn't it have been so much better if the plot was Pete trying to pick up the pieces after Maleficent? You know what I mean?
If it was who?
Pete. Trying to pick up the pieces and run the show after Maleficent? Whatever.
That
No.
would've been cool, but no, we'll just bring back the same villain that was fine, dead. Died in a fine way, but now we've got to bring him back and make everything
And we have to
different.
bring her back because some people remembered her. That was the explanation, by the way, in case you weren't paying attention, was they remembered her.
How did we kill her? I don't even remember. Was it just we fought the dragon and killed the dragon?
Yeah. Riku Ansem stabbed her to unleash her full power, and she turned dragon mode, and then we just killed her. We just beat the crap out of her.
So there's no reason for her to be back whatsoever. It's not like Ansem where we're just like banished him into the light.
In fact, if we want to get technical about this, after we kill her, her outfit is on the ground, and Riku Ansem comes out and goes, I gotta try and do the hybrid Billy Zane David Gallagher voice. She was just a puppet after all, I guess, or whatever, something like that. He says something degrading about her clearly not being able to handle all that power. Nobody needs to have all that power. And he walks out and he puts his foot on her cloak and kind of rubs a foot into it, And if I recall correctly, the cloak vanishes under his foot, like he crushed it
it
to
out of
oblivion.
existence.
Yeah.
How you doing? It's your favorite dummy engineers here, ready for duty. Chip and Dale.
Technically Sid is my favorite, but I mean, you guys come in second.
Only one?
That's no good.
Wait, I think it's a world we know.
Our gummy ship looks very different.
That's the interior. The exterior looks the same.
Twilight Town, that's where we just came from!
I know, no, the map showed us something else.
You wanna go back to Twilight Town? Come on.
What?
we gotta
Oh,
get
bug?
moving
You gonna get it? Get it! Get it! Oh. Did you get it?
No!
Ah! It was so close. I saw it too. You had it, man. But I was like, I would have had to literally, that slaps me on the knee to get a shot at it. I was just gonna leave it to you. We gotta get moving ahead, says
I thought
Dale.
I felt it on my knee, but it was just like wind.
The game refuses to let you go back to Twilight Town. And once we go, after we leave this other place, it's gonna be locked off and we won't be able to go back there.
For
Hey,
20 hours.
Do you recognize this place?
Bastion.
Yep. Hey, Aidan, do you wanna know what happens next?
Eventually.
Exactly, because you don't get to find out today. You have to find out another day, because we're done for the day. Hey, Aidan, what did you think of Kingdom Hearts 2 so far?
Am I allowed to swear?
Sure, I have the power to censor it. Any other thoughts?
I mean, like, it's not the worst.
It's not the worst, says Aidan. High praise over here. Where's the thing that I'm missing?
What
Oh,
thing?
it's under character links or whatever, right? Yeah, here we go. This is what I wanted. The magical map of all the various characters that are in the game.
That are connected.
I don't know. It's character links is just a big like thing of all of them. Check it out. Check out Mickey, man. What a badass. Look at him.
He's so thoroughly
He's so edgy.
disguised.
He's so hot topic right now. Oh my god. This is gonna make Mickey Mouse relevant again with the kids. I can see you don't want to talk about this right now. We'll talk about it some other time.
Okay. I didn't realize we were still recording, actually. I thought you'd already stopped it.
Damn it, she was on candid camera. She could have said anything. I didn't catch her.
I already swore pretty bad. What else do you want me to say?
Nah, nothing at all. I don't know. Wondered if you had anything else to say, but clearly you don't really have that many more feelings. So
I mean,
it's,
no,
that's all fine and good.
my feelings are gone at this point. Like, even if I tried to care, oh, that's kind of cool how they did
Yeah.
that. They're just like, yeah, these exist, but you can't get to them.
More
except
of them
for the
will
fact that
appear.
you're literally flying to them right now.
More of them will appear later. Obviously, there's only 2 on the map right now. There have to be more than that in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alrighty, well, Aidan, we probably won't play more of this on recording anyway, because I don't have time to record 2 playthroughs of this game.
Yeah, that's.
But maybe we'll play some more of it for fun later, and you can obviously check out Joey and Mai's playthrough, which anybody out there watching this right now, it is up, and you can see it. It's probably well past this point in our playthrough if you happen to have stumbled upon this one first instead.
I'm so sorry if you did.